Guys, I know it's been forever since I last uploaded, and I'll talk about that more at the end of this video, but I want to focus on the Chicago Marathon. So I ran the Chicago Marathon with a charity called No Stigmas, which is a mental health advocacy organization providing resources for mental health, which was absolutely awesome. But before I ran the marathon, I had to finish off all of my shifts because I'm currently on a family medicine rotation.
Luckily, my preceptor was really understanding of me running the marathon, but I still had 3 shifts to work before I went. I was also carb loading, so I ate nothing but cereal, bagels, breads, and pasta the entire week. Those were probably the longest days of clinic I've had just because I was so excited. So a week before my marathon, my racers actually got jacked out of my car. I shouldn't have left them there, but my girlfriend Jenelise and my friend Kwabi actually pitched in and got me another pair. Wearing brand new shoes in a race is probably not a good idea, but I didn't really have any other options and I was super grateful. It was pretty obvious that everyone on our flight was headed to Chicago for the marathon. Everyone had running gear and it was pretty cool to see. And you already know the very first thing we did when we got to Chicago is meet up with my brother and go to Chinatown for some food. We had some dim sum and it was absolutely delicious, and it was probably the first thing we did before even checking into our hotel. And I knew I had the marathon in 2 days, so I was trying to hold back and stay disciplined, but man, the food was so good and Denver's food scene is actually really lacking, so I was enjoying myself. Jenelise and my brother immediately crashed after dim sum, so I took advantage of that and went to go to the Expo and grab my packet. All the races that I've done thus far have been very local, and they've usually dispersed the packets to different local race stores, so I've never actually seen a huge expo like this, and it was pretty crazy. Believe it or not, this is actually the point where I started to realize, holy crap, I'm running the marathon, and I'm running the Chicago Marathon. Yeah, nuts. We also went to John Summit that night, and no regrets. So I woke up early the next morning to meet up with some guys from my charity and do a shakeout run. I ended up being pretty late though because I had no idea the Chicago Marathon also hosted a 5K and I got caught in that 5K traffic. This was my first time meeting all the guys from the charity and it was pretty awesome. Some of them came from Australia, Dublin, and other places around the world. This is around the time that my friend Kwabi landed and we're going to go grab him so we can spend the rest of the day exploring Chicago.
Oh, what's up?
Starting to like Chicago.
Hey man, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while, you know what I'm saying? We out here in Chicago. I don't know where this is, but you know, we next to the water, that dirty ass water over there. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we got niggas over here performing and shit. Oh, I can't say that on the vlog, my bad.
You say whatever you want, bro.
Niggas.
So this was actually my first time going to Chicago and I've heard so much hype about this city and I can see why now. The Riverwalk was beautiful and the buildings were awesome, and honestly, there was just so much to do and so much culture all around us, and it was a lot to take in. Race day was finally here, and obviously I got almost no sleep the night before, but man, this race was huge. I had no idea just the massive scale of this race, and it was awesome. So obviously I couldn't do a lot of recording while I was running the marathon, so I entrusted this task to my girlfriend Jenelise and my friend Kwabi. My brother, who's a photographer, met up with them later, which unfortunately meant that these two had no idea how to use my camera. And the reason the quality of these clips look like that is because they accidentally recorded everything in 25% slow-mo. Not a huge deal obviously because they're just doing me a favor and I was just kind of curious on what they were doing while I'm running my race. And all jokes aside, they actually got some pretty damn good clips. So thanks, guys. The Chicago Marathon was one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences that I think I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. I fell in love with the city, fell in love with the race, and all the people that I met during that time. It was awesome.
But yeah, guys, that was my experience with the Chicago Marathon. And I know it's been so long since I last uploaded. I've just been focused on my dedicated board studying, which I passed. My first rotation was surgery, so I got thrown in there. I was doing 60 to 90 hour weeks. Crazy. And then now I'm finishing up my family medicine block, and I'm taking the shelf exam in 5 days from when you guys see this video. So there's just been a lot going on, and I've just been having a little bit of a creative rut, but I feel like I'm finally at a place now where I want to actually make more videos and use my creative juices a little bit more. So expect more videos more consistently. I promise. It's been a little bit of a break, I know. Thank you guys for sticking with me if you're watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.